Hello, my name is Shri. I am a stage 4 cancer survivor. I want to just encourage you and give you my testimony, my journey of having stage 4 cancer, and then by the grace of God being healed from it. It was in June 2011 that I was diagnosed with cancer. A month before that, what made me go into ghost and how I found out was I went inside, I went to the doctors because I was out of town in the Bay in California, and I was finding myself being in the car. It was hot. It was very hot at the time, but I was so tired and have any energy in my body, not knowing what was going on with it. And then I got to a particular time, I was thinking to myself, sure, you don't have any energy because you need to eat something because I didn't eat anything all day. So we found ourselves at me, my mom, and my sisters. We found ourselves at the mall, in the Bay Area, and I was like, "Mom, I need to get something to eat." She was like, "Okay, we'll come out and you can go get some to eat." So we went to the food court. I ate. I got something to eat in the food court, and I was only able to take maybe like 10 to 15 steps. And then I found myself having to sit on the bench that they had in the mall. And I told Mom, I said, "Mom, I can't walk that far." I said, "I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I can't make it." She says, "Well, we need to get you to the hospital." I said, "Well, Mom," I said, "please let me just get back to Sacramento." Because my mindset was, if I get back to Sacramento, my family can get to me. So my mom had her twin sister come up to the hospital to sit with me because she had to go back because my sister was supposed to be getting ready for her surgery in the Bay. So my mom's twin came and sat with me, and in the meantime, the doctor, after they're doing their testings and everything, she says to me, she says, "Do you know you're anemic?" And my thought was, "Duh, yeah, I know I'm anemic." She said, "No, you're severe anemic." She said, "I don't know how you're walking, or you're talking, or you're speaking." And my reply was, Jesus. And she said to me, she says, "Yeah, because you should have had a heart attack. You should have been able to breathe. I mean, you should have had a heart attack. You should have had a stroke at this time." She said, "You only have 3/4 of the blood in your body to be functioning." And she says, "Well, at this particular hospital, which I was at Sutter, she says, we don't take care of women issues here." Because she asked me, did I notice any bleeding, blood leaving my body? I told her, yeah, my menstrual cycle was very heavy. So she says, "I'm gonna have to get you transported in the ambulance over there," which was at the time Sutter Memorial. So I got to Sutter Memorial, and were doing tests on me. They ended up doing a biopsy on me, and they submitted me into the hospital because they had to give me like 3 to 4 bags worth of blood transfusions. So I got a blood transfusion. And so after that, they did the biopsy, and a month went by. So it was like May that I had originally went in. And in June is when I received a call from the doctor. In between then, I was going back and forth from the hospital because I was feeling pain. And she says to me, she says, "Miss Harrison," over the phone, she says, "I'm so sorry to have to inform you that you have cancer." She said, "I sent it to the first lab here locally. They said they didn't know what it was." She says, "Well, she's only 29. That's not good enough. I need to know what's going on." So she forwarded to Stanford, and a man at the time happened to be studying about some type of rare cancer in a book, and he says, "This is what it is." She told me, "You're number 16. They don't have a name for it. It's just very rare and it's aggressive." And she says, "I'm going to set up everything so that way you don't have to worry about it." But in between that, she was like, "Miss Harrison, did you hear me?" And I said, "Yes." And as she was telling me, before she even opened her mouth to tell me it was cancer, God had gave me peace. He says, "I'll give you peace that surpasses all understanding." And when I tell you it's peace, it's peace. So I wasn't upset. I wasn't angry. I wasn't mad. I wasn't sad. I was like, okay. And so as I got off the phone, my mom says to me, "Do you mind if I tell the family?" And I said, "No, I don't mind. You can go ahead and tell them." And at the time, she told everyone, and they were all crying, and they were sad and everything. And at this time, we didn't know it was stage 4. They just knew it's cancer. And everybody knows when you get cancer, their first mindset is, "Oh my goodness, she could die," which I really could have died.